Hi everyone. Today I'll be walking you through my approach to the bank marketing term deposit compensation. The goal was to build a machine learning model to predict whether a contacted client would subscribe to a new product, streamlining an expensive marketing campaign. Because we are predicting a binary yes or no outcome, this is a classification problem. My primary evaluation metric for this competition was ROC/AUC, which help us understand the model's ability to distinguish between subscribers and non-subscribers. To push the performance of my classifier and climb the leaderboard, I focused heavily on data integrity and targeted feature engineering rather than just throwing random algorithms at the wall. Here's the first part of my strategy. First, I fixed a massive data leakage issue in my categorical encoding. Initially, applying data transformation separately to the training and testing set was scrambling the category mappings. I corrected this by installing the ordinal encoder, feeding it strictly on the training data to memorize the exact mappings, and then using the transform function on both the train and the test sets. This guaranteed perfect data alignment. Next, I engineered a few critical customer features. I created binary flags for clients who had never been contacted and those who had been contacted previously. This allowed the model to distinguish between fresh leads and existing prospects. My ace in the whole feature, however, was isolating previous campaign success. In bank marketing, historical customer behavior is the strongest signal. So I engineered a pre/success feature that explicitly flagged if a client past outcome was successful. If they said yes before, they are much more likely to say yes again. Finally, I upgraded my algorithm to scikit-learn his guardian boosting classifier because it natively handles the exact type of ordinal encoded categorical data I set up. It processed the engineered features much more efficiently and provided a highly optimized learning process compared to standard XGBoost or random forests. So performance is nothing without stability. In this phrase, I focused on ensuring the model wasn't just memorizing the training data, but was actually learning patterns that generalized to new customers. To access the feed and ensure robustness, I moved away from a simple train test split and implemented a rigorous five-fold stratified cross-validation strategy. This allowed me to evaluate the model across 5 different slices of the data, significantly reducing the variance and giving me a much more realistic estimate of my true leaderboard score. I also plotted learning curve to visually inspect the fit. By graphing the training ROC/AUC against the cross-validation ROC/AUC across different training sizes, I could actively monitor the gap between the two lines. A closing gap indicates the model is learning generalized pattern rather than noise. So to improve that fit, I tuned specific hyperparameters. I carefully adjust the max leave nodes to 63 and max steps to 9. To counterbalance that complexity, I increased the mean sample sleeve to 20 and maintained an L2 regularization penalty of 3.0. Finally, I utilized early stopping, ensuring the model halt training exact moment the validation score stopped improving. By locking down the data encoding, engineering historically significant features, and using rigorous cross-validation and regularization to monitor the fit, I was able to build a highly robust, Kaggle-ready model. And thank you for watching.